friends, Namaskaram, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Udemy. My name is Neha Shabazoo, and today we are going to discuss about an important topic in English writing section, that is letter to the editor. We will see what are the tips and tricks to write an effective letter to the editor. So without wasting much time, let us get into the video. So what we are going to discuss in this video? We are going to talk about what is letter to the editor and why do we want to write a letter to the editor and how we are going to write a letter to the editor along with the tips and tricks. So let us begin. So before discussing about why do we want to write a letter to the editor, first we have to answer the question what. So what is letter to the editor? A letter to the editor is a letter which we are writing to the editor of a newspaper or a magazine in order to highlight a social issue or a problem. Now, since letter to the editor belongs to formal letter, the format of formal letter should be strictly followed while you're writing a letter to the editor, and only formal language can be used. Now, what is the format of the letter to the editor? The format is similar to the format of the formal letter. Obviously, it starts from the sender's address of the person who is writing the letter, then date. Date should always be written in this format. Day, month, comma, year format. Example, 11th April, comma, 2011. Now, after the date, we have the addressee's address or the receiver's designation or the address of the person to whom you are writing the letter. Here you are writing the letter to the editor of a newspaper or magazine. So you have to write the editor, then the source, the Times of India or Hindu newspaper's name, then the place name, New Delhi, Mumbai, etc. Now after the address is address, then we have the subject. Subject, we all know that it is a short description of the course of writing the letter. While you are writing the letter, in shortly you are going to write here. Now after the subject, we have the salutation. Here salutation is sir. Now after the salutation, it is the body of the letter. Body of the letter can be divided into three paragraphs. Introduction paragraph, main content paragraph and conclusion paragraph. In introduction paragraph, you are going to introduce the topic which is given in the question, the problem, issue which is given in the question. Introduction of yourself, all this you can include in the introduction paragraph. The second paragraph, you are going to detailing go on to the problem, issue, what is given in the question. So how we are going to frame each paragraph depends upon the topic which is asked in the question. In the second paragraph, you can include the causes, the consequences also. Now in the third paragraph is the conclusion paragraph. You're going to conclude the letter by giving your opinions, your solutions to the problem, all this. Depends upon the topic which is given in the question. So this is how you're going to frame each paragraph in the body. Now after the body of the letter, we have the complimentary closing. Complimentary closing, you have to write thanking you, yours sincerely, or yours faithfully, or yours truly. You can use either of them. Okay. Now after the complimentary closing, then we have the sender's name and designation. The designation of the person is given in the question, then you can go for writing the designation. If not, then leave as it is. Now I am going to give you the best trick so that you can write letter to the editor effectively. So I am going to give you some sentences that you can write copy paste sentences. Okay. So as I told you, in letter to editor we have three paragraphs: introduction, main content, conclusion. So here you can see in front of you four sentences. You can use either of any one of these four sentences to start the introduction paragraph. I repeat, to start the introduction paragraph, you can use either of these four sentences. In front of you can see four sentences. You can use either of them to start the letter, start the introduction paragraph. So the first sentence is that either you can use this first sentence. To the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities towards in this blank space, the problem, whatever topic which is given in the question, issues, all this you are going to state it here. Okay. Now, this is the first sentence that I am giving you, or you can start by using this sentence. I am an ardent reader of a prestigious newspaper. Then you can go for writing your problem which is given in the question. The topic which is given in the question you can start discussing. Now, or you can use the third paragraph. That is, I am writing to you in order to highlight the here in this blank space you're going to write the problem. If the people is not following the traffic rules, imagine the topic is related to the people is violating the traffic rules, so you can say that I'm writing to you in order to highlight the people increase in number of people who is violating the traffic rules. All this you can write in this blank space. So you are going to talk about the problem in this blank spaces which I have given. But you can start either using these four sentences. The fourth one is that, which is personally my favorite, that is, through the columns of your widely circulated daily, I would like to draw the attention of the authorities concerned towards the problem. Then you can talk about the problem. Okay, so you can start the introduction paragraph by using any one of these four sentences. Now, the second paragraph, which is the main content paragraph, should include all the relevant points related to the question. So, I'm going to give you 6 sentences and you can use any one of those 6 sentences to start your body with. So, the first sentence which I'm giving is that, in recent times it has been observed that, and in this place the topic, you're going to detailedly focus on the topic or the problem issue which is given in the question. Or the second sentence is that, the most annoying or important thing is, in this blank space, the topic. As I told you, if for example, if it is about people violating the traffic rules, it says that the most annoying or the important thing is that the people is continuously violating the traffic rules. Right? Then you can talk about the thing which is given in the question further. Okay. Now the third is that the residents face many problems. In the blank space, if they face a problem of water shortage, you can say that residents face many problems related to the water shortage. The necessary steps should be taken. All this you can talk about further, but you can start the body by saying that the residents face many problems. Or either you can use this fourth sentence, that is, various complaints have been filed against anything which is given in the question, topic which is given in the question. How we are going to continue the body further depends upon the topic which is given in the question. Now, the fifth sentence is very important, which you can write in every letter. That is, a survey conducted by dash organization showcased dash. So in this dash over here, a survey conducted by, if you found an organization name related to the topic which is given in the question, then you can write that organization name. If you doesn't found any, then you can say a survey conducted by an anonymous organization showcased. Then you can say what is organization showcased. It showcased that there is a sharp increase in people who is violating traffic rules. By 15 to 20% of people is violating the traffic rules in this year 2020. Like that you can say. This would give a more attractive look to your letter. This is just an outcome of the topic which is given in the question. So this is the fifth sentence, which is an important sentence that you can use while you're writing the body. Okay. Now we have the conclusion paragraph, which is the last paragraph in the body. So I'm going to give you 4 sentences and you can use any of these 4 sentences to start your conclusion paragraph. The first sentence is that, I therefore request you to kindly publish this article in your esteemed daily so that the concerned authorities can look into the seriousness of this matter and adopt some measures. And here would be the problem. You are going to mainly write the problem over there, which is given in the question. Or the second paragraph which you can use is that, I therefore request you to consider my suggestions and take necessary steps as outlined in the letter to the problem which is given. Okay. Now the third is that, many complaints have been filed against the same, but no severe actions has been taken till date. Any date you can write here. Any date you can write here, like 12th, 2020, like that. Any date you can write them. In my opinion, you are going to write your opinion here. Okay, your opinion you are going to write here, which is given in the question, which is depends upon the topic which is given in the question. Okay. Now the fourth and the last sentence that you can choose is that, though many organizations are trying to solve that particular problem, we need some carefully planned solution. The solution does not lie in. Then you can talk about the solutions and okay. So in the conclusion paragraph, you can use either of these 4 sentences to start your conclusion paragraph. Okay. So these are the sentences and tricks. Now let us solve an example of a letter to the editor. So the question is that, write a letter to the editor of an English daily making a plea to the common people to switch over to solar energy to conserve electricity and limit electricity bills. So it is saying that we have to write a letter to the editor of a newspaper. We have for what? For making a plea to the common people in order to switch to solar energy so that we can conserve our electricity and limit electricity bills. So this is the main topic in the question. Now we are going to write the letter. So first we are going to focus on the format of the letter. Format should be correct. Then only you are going to get 1 mark. So the first is the sender's address. Address of the person who is writing the letter. Then here you have to make a comma. Then we have the date. Okay. Now after the date, then we have the receiver's address. Receiver's address is the address of the person to whom you are writing. Here you are writing to the editor. Any newspapers names like Hindustani Times and the place name like New Delhi. Subject is a short description of the cause of writing. Here we are writing evoking awareness towards solar power. So we are talking about the awareness towards the solar power. So that is the subject. Then you can say sir, which is the salutation. And now we are going to move on to the body. So I have given you this particular sentence, that is, through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities. This is the sentence which I have given you to start the introduction paragraph with. Then you are going to start it. To make the people aware of the growing needs and demands of solar power. Then I told you the second paragraph you can start by using this sentence. Any of these sentences, I have given you this as the first sentence. In recent times, it has been observed that man has a desire to live a luxurious life, and for that he is over consuming electricity. He doesn't realize the overuse will expose the treasure, and we must conserve electricity which is needed of the hour. Various kinds of solar systems like solar cookers, water heaters, cooking system heating are available in the market, and these solar systems are non-polluting. They are economical and are available in different sizes. Now we are going to move on to the conclusion paragraph. This is the paragraph which I have been given you. Sentence. I therefore request you to kindly publish this article in your esteemed daily to make the people, then I told you the topic. In that blank space you are going to write here, to make the people aware of the need of conserving electricity and limiting electricity bills. Thanking you, yours sincerely, Divyansh. Here if the designation of the person is given, then you can go for writing the designation. But in the question I didn't given the designation, so don't need to write the designation. So I hope that you found this trick useful as well as awesome. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share if you like this video. Till then, take care and bye. Stay tuned.